What up, G-Live? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share if possible because it does help my channel. Now, what I wanted to talk about was like the title says. And this idea for this video was actually given to me by one of my subscribers, by YOLO Loco 15. He asked for my opinion on this. But before I talk about it, I do see that Dusty TV, if you're not subscribed to his channel, go check out his channel. He's another YouTuber who covers, the streets and stuff like that. Peep out his content. Pretty sure you guys will like it. I seen that he was gonna drop a video on this subject. And I always pay homage. You know what I mean? Even though the idea was given to me by YOLO Loco, I always pay homage. You know what I mean? Where I see these ideas pop out and stuff like that. So I seen he was making a video on it. You know what I mean? I just want to pay my respects. Go subscribe to homie's channel. You know what I mean? Go peep out. I haven't gotten the chance to scope out his video, but I'm for sure gonna scope it out. You know what I mean? Homie drops good content, so go check out Dusty TV. You know what I mean? Now, this topic is actually funny because I was talking about this the day of the actual Super Bowl. My homies were clowning, my homies were laughing and clowning because I went on a rant. You know what I mean? I went on a rant because one of the things that I get told a lot, is that, it's because Chicano rap wouldn't make it because y'all gotta leave that gangbanging shit to the side. They won't sign because of the gang thing. You guys gotta dress your guys' style, gotta change your style, gotta change your lingo, gotta leave that gang shit behind. The whole gang this, gang that, gang. Leave the gang culture, change the way you dress. The gang. That's all I hear from people. Yeah, we got Snoop Dogg, my boy. Snoop Dogg. On the Super Bowl, my boy. Live on the Super Bowl, my boy. He's sea walking. He's throwing up the C's. Blue ragged from head to toe. My boy, everybody in the audience throwing up C's. Everybody in the audience sea walking. Understand this, my boy. The Cribs are notorious. Deli Chingon neighborhood, my boy. They're just as deli as Sureños, homie. Get your heads out of your asses. I know homies like, they ain't on our level, homie. Look, my boy, I'm not here to wolf expect the key. I'm not here to do none of that shit, homie. I'm only here to call it how it is. These motherfuckers have killers, riders, and all gangsters, my boy. They got gangsters from their barrios. I know they're hoods or whatever, but I call them barrios because that's how I call neighborhoods. They're barrios. You know what I mean? They got real riders, real movers and shakers from their barrios, homie. You know what I mean? Don't think that Mexicans are the only fools that are top notch and elite and the only gangsters in the world, man. That's fucking stupid and ignorant to think that way, homie. Like I said, I'm never here to wolf it and lie, homie. I'm only here to call it for what it is, dog. These fools got real riders on their sets, homie. Everything that a Sureño neighborhood has done, Crips have also done, homie. Equally. You get what I'm saying? So we got these guys, sea walking and throwing up C's, my boy. Ain't nobody got a problem. Nobody got a problem. It's all cool, dog. It's all to the gravy. Ain't nothing, we got him right there saying cuz and all kinds of shit. But it's all swell, But as soon as it's a homeboy, all of a sudden it's like, you gotta change the way you dress, you gotta change this, you gotta change that. Whoop-dee, why? Yeah, that's what I've been saying. They're excuses, my boy. They're excuses. Obviously, in my personal opinion, how I view the overall matter, look, I ain't gonna knock Snoop for it because it is who he is. You know what I mean? If that's who you are, then that's who you are. I know the world's gonna see it that they're gonna see it some type of way. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not good behavior. Obviously, this lifestyle in general is not a good lifestyle and good behavior. But I mean, he can't fake the funk. I mean, if that's how he really feels and that's who he really is, I mean, then that's who he really is, dog. You know what I mean? And I honestly want to believe that is who he is because he's been like this he's always been blued out. You know what I mean? That's always been him. That's always been him. People don't understand that this is a stupid lifestyle. It's better to stay in school. You get nothing out of this, dog. That's 100, homie. That's 100. I'm not just saying that on the simple fact because I have to say it or whatever. Nah, homie, I honestly do mean that. But at the end of the day, this is the lifestyle that we picked, and this is what we put all our emotions into. You know, we put all our emotions into this, so we feel about this lifestyle in our neighborhoods just like how we feel, just like how you would feel about your mother or your father. You know, because since we grew up from a fucked up, you know, background and childhood and everything like that, um, you know, we didn't have like that family support or that loving affection or bond, you know, with our family that you individuals have with your families. So we channeled all our emotions and all our feelings into what was there, which is our neighborhoods. You know what I mean? So everything that we're supposed to feel for our family, our mother and father, since we didn't have that, we channeled it into our neighborhood. So exactly how you guys feel about your parents is exactly how we feel about our neighborhoods. Even though it's a stupid lifestyle and it comes with all this and that and it put us through hell, this is all very true. But at the end of the day, I mean, you argue and you've been through hell and back with your family as well. You know what I mean? But you're still there for your family. It's some weird psychological grip and effect. It doesn't make any sense. It's hard to try to explain it to you guys because you guys will never know what I'm talking about unless you experienced it and you have these feelings, these emotions. Therefore, since you don't have them, all of this shit is not gonna make any sense to you. You know what I mean? As much as I could try to explain it to you, you're gonna be like, I don't understand. That's stupid. I go, I know, but you don't feel this. You don't feel what we feel, dog. I can't explain the feelings to. I can't like make you feel the feelings that we feel by explaining it to you. You get what I'm saying? Psychologically, my boy, we're not acting. That's real shit. You know what I mean? So I understand where he's coming from and how he feels. You know what I mean? You know, it's like he's honoring his. You know, it's not something you should be honoring. You know what I mean? Because it's a bad lifestyle. But in his view, it's like he's paying homage to his parents, pues. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you're always gonna pay homage to your father, your mother. But like I'm telling you, since we don't have that connection with our family, this is like the connection. What we do have it is. That's why it's like that, you know. So while people will give like a speech, you know, honoring their parents, the homies will probably give a speech honoring their neighborhood because I mean that's where the connection's at. Is not where our family's at. It's because see, you guys don't understand because you guys think that we all have perfect parents like you. You guys think that our parents were exactly like your parents when they weren't, bro. There's some of us that come from some fucked up situations, some shit. There's homies that been through some horrendous shit, homie, that you guys will never understand, dog. Because there's family don't make you, blood doesn't make you family, homie. Because there's family out there that molest their children, that beat the living shit out of them, that starve them, that. Well, you guys already seen. You seen how some of these kids get tortured, and there's homies that have been through that. There's homies that have been tied in their backyard and whipped with an extension cord, you know, for hours. You know what I mean? There's homies that have been through all kinds of shit, homie. You know what I mean? Man, dog, you guys don't even know, dog. It's cold shit, dog. You know what I mean? There's homies that have been through a lot, dog. You know? But so we don't all come from the same background as everybody else. You know what I mean? So when people want to say like, oh man, nah, well that's dumb and everything, like, well, you know, our families weren't like your family, my boy. It must have been nice growing up like you did, you know? Wouldn't we all wish we had it like that? You know, but some of us didn't, homie, so. You get what I'm saying? To think that we were all raised like you were raised is ridiculous. Everyone's raised different, bro. You don't know what happens behind those closed doors. You know what I mean? Like I said, while they go out shopping and do this and that, they may look like a perfect family, but once them doors close, no one is around, you don't know what kind of shit be going down. You get what I mean? So I think it's ridiculous when people say that, nah, they gotta change this, they gotta change that. When you guys got over here, this guy alive on national TV, my boy, one of the biggest events of all time, homie, and no one says anything. Everyone is fine and dandy with it. But as soon as it's a Mexican trying to come up like that, all of a sudden he's gotta change this, you gotta change that, and whoopty why, and it's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why? Ain't nobody saying nothing about him. And he wasn't the only one. What about Nipsey? What about the game? You know, shit. Even when Takashi was blowing up, you had all these idiots. What I'm saying is that Bro, that shit's a bunch of nonsense, homie. Gangbanging is gangbanging, homie. In general, don't mean they're Hispanic or black, dog. So if you're gonna use that shit against them, then you shouldn't be using it against the raza. That just shows you some haters, dog. Real talk. You know what I mean? And overall, in general, I feel like he shouldn't have done that because, like, he's a role model. People look up to him and stuff like that. But at the same time, I mean, he's only keeping it real, though. I mean, he's only really expressing himself on who he is and stuff like that. Even though, like I say, he's a role model, probably he shouldn't be, behaving in those manners. But at the end of the day, I mean, that is who he is. I mean, if people are gonna support him and like him, they might as well like him for his real self. You know what I mean? I mean, at the same time, he can't be faking the funk either. You get what I mean? If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. You know what I mean? What I think is even more trippy, and the trippier part about that, if you look at his kids aren't gang members. You know what I mean? Even though their father's still out there like that, G'd up and everything like that, his kids didn't turn out to be from the streets. I still dressed all gang banged out, and my kids are already in high school. High school kids, my boy, they're the opposite of me, my boy. Like rockers / hipsters. You know what I mean? Who are always home and doing homework. Even though I be telling them, man, well, you want to go outside and play with your friends or some shit like that? They'd rather educate themselves. And like I said, and I dress the way I dress and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. When you actually sit down and actually talk to your kids and break scenarios down and actually explain shit and tell them how it really is and give real emotions and stuff like that, it don't matter if you still gang banged out and stuff like that. They understand. They're not going to want to follow in your footsteps because you actually took the time to actually sit down and actually conversate with them and explain stuff to them and actually keep nothing from them, so nothing is hidden. It's all on the open, and they respect that. Kids are going to respect when you do that, dog. When you keep shit from them and all this secrecy and all this hatred and whoop-de-wah that people want to say, nah, you shouldn't talk about it, you shouldn't, all this secrecy is going to lead their curiosity into becoming a part of this world. It always does. I seen homies that all the homies, no lie to you, all the homies that kept it from their kids and whoop-de-wah that I have seen, I'm not going to put my homies' business out there, whatever, their kids turn out to, follow the street footsteps. While compared to the homies that actually told their kids and this and that, they still dress banged out and everything like that, their kids don't become from the streets, my boy. All that secrecy shit ain't gonna fucking work, dog. They need to hear it from your mouth, homie. They need to hear you break down this shit and tell them what it really is and how it really is and show some real feelings and keep no secrets and tell them what it is. And even if you still out, banged out and hoodlum, whatever, they ain't gonna want to follow in your footsteps because you at least told them what it is. And they understand that they understand how you were raised and how you grew up and all the shit you've been through. So they understand why you're this way. You know what I mean? So they're not gonna want to follow in the same footsteps because they weren't raised like you didn't raise them like that. So obviously it's different. They understand that. They're able to comprehend that, homie. Maybe not understand it all the way fully, but they at least they comprehend it. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that, what I think, what he did and stuff like that, probably shouldn't have done in the Super Bowl. But I mean, he ain't faking the funk, though. I mean, that is who he is. I mean, as long as Snoop Dogg's been Snoop Dogg, But I just think it's funny that because I went on the rant saying that's dumb that that they don't sign homies and stuff like that because supposedly the gang shit and the this and that, but then you got homies out here like it ain't nothing, but that's always the number one excuse. So why don't they sign homeboys? Y'all let me know in the comments, homie. Why don't they sign homies? Because it ain't about the gang shit, homie. I'll tell you that much. For this right here proves it for damn sure it ain't about the gangs, homie. I'm Sam Shadow, we out.